a missile of some sort, I would imagine, because it's a parasite spore. Like a spore is, you know, it's like an individual blurpy thing. What are the options? Roach? No, that's something acid. Hydra? No. Mutalisk is a glaive. Corruptor? Broodlord is not right. Queen anti-air could be a thing. Probably not. It could be the spore crawler or the corruptor. I think it's a spore crawler or a corruptor. Most likely, corruptor. Lock it in. Lock it in. Corruptor. Viper's zone of auto attacks. Correct? Yo! Process of elimination. Wins again. Ding, 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 ding. I was very good at taking quizzes in school, guys. Multiple choice quizzes. I liked a lot. Dang, Echo. Are you making cat toys? This looks like something your cats are going to destroy. How are the kitties doing, by the way? I haven't heard anything about the kitties in a while. Was I a nerd in school? Absolutely, yeah. What is the name of the Warp Prism speed upgrade? Gravitic Drive. That rolled straight off the tongue, Shiny. What unit has an attack called Talons? Talons? Wait, the ability is just called, like the basic attack is called Talons? Talons? That does not sound like a StarCraft thing. Is that the full name, Autopia? Huh, okay, that is the full name. That kind of feels like something that they still meant to add a word in front of. I'm not sure. Could be something like a Dark Templar or something. I don't know what the basic attack of a Dark Templar is called. But I'm assuming they just took that one straight from Brood War. This is probably the same name. Meaning that it probably is a unit from early StarCraft 2, where they kind of were in a time crunch, and this is something that slipped through the cracks. It was probably supposed to be, Talons. Because everything always has some sort of fancy name in front of it. It could be Warp Blades, but I think Talons are probably a Zerg unit. So a new Zerg unit that was introduced in StarCraft 2 that was not available in Brood War. Is not a roach. Yeah, somebody in the chat said Queen. I think Queen is indeed correct. I don't know if that's right, but I feel like Queen would be the most likely choice. Maybe like the ground attack of the Queen specifically? Ooh, nice. Correct. It is the Queen melee attack specifically. Whoa. We're gaming. Oh, the Hydra melee attack has a different name called Sight? I did not know that. You want your High Templar? Or your Dark Templar to cost 125 minerals and no gas? Are you insane? That'd be way too good. So wait, the Hydralisk's melee ability is just called Sight? And the melee ability for the Queen is called Talon? Interesting. I didn't consider the Hydralisk ranged, or the Hydralisk melee ability. That's just an animation, by the way. Fun fact, the Hydralisk's melee animation benefits from ranged upgrades. The Roach as well. The Roach's one is called Claws. Okay, so it is something that's actually finished. It is not something when they're in the time crunch. Roach's Claws, Hydra is Sight, Queen is Talons. Curious. I would have never known this. Does it ignore Guardian Shield? If it's in melee range, yeah. Is the only unit that helps you beat high ELO players with slow hands? Oh no, he just outed himself, chat. Lumi, you just outed yourself and you don't even realize it. You outed yourself. Not as a low-level StarCraft player, that is not something we shame. But you outed yourself as something way worse. You used the word ELO. There's two options. Either you're a chess player, probably not, let's be real, or you're a League of Legends man. Yikes, outing yourself as a League of Legends player. Ooh, no. Embarrassing, dude. You do play chess? Oh. First of all, nerd. Secondly, very nice. You have an 1100 rating? Wow. Watch out, Magnus. Here comes Lumi. Yo, Loska!
Hi, Lowko. How are you doing?
I am doing great, Loska. How are you doing? Thank you for your resubscription. 92 months. We're painting a little bit of reddish orange today to contrast with the purple. I was originally making this that color, but I didn't like it. So we're changing it up. I want to be very careful though, not getting it onto the leg here. Thank you for the 92 months. That's a very long time. Gonna do about 2 hours of painting today, and then we'll get to some gaming. So about another hour. What unit has an attack? We're playing StarCraft Trivia, by the way, with Twitch chat asking me questions. I think I got pretty much all of them right so far, other than like attack values, and I don't know any of those. What unit has an attack called Plasma Discharge? The unit that pops in my head immediately is Immortal. Because it looks like it's discharging plasma. But it's probably something more like cannons or something. It's definitely a Protoss unit. Let's think about it. What are the options? Archon? Archon is technically an option in my mind. Adept, no. Stalker, no. Zealot, no. High Templar auto attack? High Templar auto attack is a real opportunity, a real possibility. Disruptor is called Purification Nova, so that's not it. Probe? I think it's High Templar, dude. I think this is a fucking trick question by Watopia. Plasma Discharge, it looks like the water balloons. In my mind, it looks like the water balloons that the High Templar throw. Come on, that's it, lock it in. Wrong? Dang it! It's not correct, chat. I'm never gonna rent a fridge. Tempest? No, I don't think, well, maybe. Maybe? Ah, Tempest is not a bad idea. It has an attack range of 6? Attack range of 6. What does that mean? It's not an immortal. I don't know what the attack range of an immortal is now that I'm thinking about it. Like 4? Not actually sure. I don't think about attack ranges. Maybe it's the anti-ground attack of a Tempest? But I don't really know what that range is for a Tempest. I'm not sure, dude. It's 16 damage that it deals? See, I don't think about StarCraft as like unit values or numbers. Like it doesn't really... It doesn't really work for me that way. You think it's a Ravager? No, I don't think it's a Ravager. Maybe. But it's not an ability. No, it's not Ravager, I don't think. It's definitely a Protoss unit. This is a very tricky area to paint here. It's okay if I get it onto the low crotch protector over here. Oh, wow. Oh, the glue just came loose. Yikes. All right, well, I guess I can paint it like this. Good thing I caught it, though. That could have been a problem. And before she took a little tumble into the palette. That's my worst nightmare as a mini painter. It is a Ravager? Really? Plasma Discharge is the basic attack of a Ravager? Huh. I had no idea. I'll have to glue it back down. How long does it take for a tactical nuke to land? Both too long as well as too short. At the same time. Ask Solar? We'll add a little highlight to those knees. Those spikes a little bit later. Hey, what is going on? Swag W, how are you? First time you're catching me on Twitch? Ooh, hello. I'm doing a little bit of mini painting. We're painting a little bit of the orangey red here, which is a bit tricky to get to because I'm really trying to not get it onto the legs. The belt buckle here is not that important for me to not get it onto, but the angle of the brush is a bit of a tricky one. This is the Talon of Slaanesh. Dexcessa is what the miniature is called. Everybody seems to immediately recognize, though, that it is a Slaaneshi mini. Who would have thought? Wonder why that is, huh? I'm a little afraid of rubbing the paint off if I do it this way, guys. But this is going to be kind of useful for when we put the wash on it, which I am gonna do next. Because I need to make sure that we dry it horizontally, you know? I think I'll try and have her dry like this. So we'll have her leaning back onto my little paint pot like so. Because otherwise the wash is gonna run off, which isn't the end of the world, but I kind of want it to settle properly, so it sets in the recesses. Because I think I did that wrong actually on the stuff we did yesterday. I don't want it to pool. And I yesterday did a little bit of pooling. I am going to apply just a good old Nuln oil. I'll be trying to get it everywhere. Let's do a little bit less on the brush. So this is for shading the recesses. We'll relayer all of the flat areas later. Not the end of the world if we don't get any if we get any splotches on there. Try and avoid it by doing some nice smooth lines here, but it's all about the recesses for now. Okay. What unit has an attack called Lexington Rockets? Cyclone? Has to be Cyclone. Not? Huh. Liberator, maybe? It's funny, man. Like, every unit in the game in StarCraft 2 has a name for every ability that they do. I actually spent quite a bit of time in my StarCraft casts mentioning upgrade names, but fairly sure if you ask the average StarCraft caster, even guys that have been doing it for many years, even something basic like what is muscular augments, they probably don't think about it that much in that way. Well, the Liberator shoots rockets when it's an air-to-air. So that's why I'm thinking Liberator. It is Liberator? Okay. Nanomuscular swell. Yeah. Nobody calls any upgrade nanomuscular swell. It's been on Telic. Fellow nanomuscular swell enjoyer. It's a bit of a curious upgrade name, though, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we'll let this dry. That means we're gonna spend a little bit of time on the cape. Yeah, that should be good. You call something else your nanomuscular swell? Huh. Curious. We'll spend a little bit of time on the cape. So I want to make sure that we do like a highlight on the spines particularly. I think I probably just use null oil for that. I just got to be careful that it doesn't run off. I need to make sure that it, you know, is going to be pretty thin. We can give this a shot, and if I don't like it, so this is all airbrushed so far. If I don't like it, we can change it. But I'm thinking about just applying a layer of this across every single one of these spines. Gotta be careful that we stay out of the inside of the wing. We keep it nice and smooth. A little bit annoying to hold. There's also a lot of little, like grooves and stuff all over it. I'm not sure what the best way of painting those is going to be. Probably just like a very sharp brush. I would imagine that's the best way, but... we'll focus on the spines for now. Yeah, someone at the Blizzard office once upon a time sat down and wrote down 1 million upgrade names. And I guess they just chose a couple of them, you know? This is something AI would be very good at. Here's words we like. Please generate names. For space rednecks, high quality, very old alien species, and insects. You'd be very good at it. What about the attack name of the Marauder? The upgrade is called Concussive Shells. I don't know if that is the name of the ability as well. Not sure. It's gonna take a little bit of time, guys. Painting every single one of these spines nice and tidily. It's called Punisher Grenade? Huh. I'm a little afraid of gluing this this cape onto the miniature when we're done with it. It looked pretty straightforward, but I test fitted it a couple of times, I dry fitted it a couple of times, and it wasn't that straightforward. Okay. I overspilled a little bit on the other side. It's still wet right now, so maybe we can just kind of blend it out a bit. Yeah, I think that's okay. We'll do up until the first notch here. For all of the central area, I guess. Is this even really visible on stream? Should I zoom in more? Here we go. I'll try to keep it in the frame, but it's a bit tricky. Feel free to shout at me if I get it out of the frame. Campaign-related Q&A? Ooh, the Spartan Company. It's one of the infantry troops you get in the Wings of Liberty campaign from the Salesman. I think it's the Goliath, yeah. Ah, Goliath? Maybe Marauder? I think it's the Goliath, though. I guess that's not infantry. No, it has to be Goliath. It is Goliath, has to be. Because they're very good. It is Goliath? Nice. A little, it looks kind of cool. Yeah. We need to get some more definition into all of these little spines. So it doesn't look too plain. What is the name, the hero name of the Protoss Scout in StarCraft 1? Woo! Oh, it's a silly name. It's a silly name. I'm drawing a blank. The first name that popped in my head was Phoenix, but that makes no sense. Is it Artanis? Oh, wait a second. Yeah, it is Artanis. He becomes slightly more important in the StarCraft 2 universe, huh? Just a little bit more. That's a good question. Mojo? Wait. Mojo is the one from the Purifiers, isn't it? He died in Brood War and he was put in a purifier? So which is it, Mojo or Artanis? I think it's Mojo in StarCraft 2. How long does steady targeting take to aim without being interrupted by damage? Like a second and a half, maybe? I think a second and a half. Only like 154 or something. That's generally how damage values work. I'm close. Yeah, I don't really know exact value of things. I got a little lucky on the mothership recall question, or time warp question rather. It's 143. Okay, I guess 154. The answer is 143. I feel like that's. I feel like I got it right, dude. But okay, fair. In the Tesseract Finding the Dark Templar mission, are the Terrans allies or enemies? The Dark Templar mission? Tesseract is Finding the Dark Templar mission in StarCraft 1? I'm trying to remember the storyline of StarCraft 1. Oh, I know what you're referring to right now. Hold up for a second. They are definitely enemies, Coco. Storm those sons of Terrans. Wait until you have energy. I am using just non-oil right now. The rest of the cloak has been airbrushed. I used a couple of different shades of purple and white and gray. Yeah, I don't think you can get a transition very smoothly like this with a regular brush. I feel like this is the type of stuff that airbrushes shine at. I mean, it's possible. You could definitely pull it off, but it would take a hell of a lot of work. This still took me a while though, because I'm a noob when it comes to airbrushing, but... I mean, the actual painting took me very little time. It was mostly the, you know, preparation and cleaning and all the rest of it that takes a bit. No, I don't have a dedicated space for airbrushing, so I just kind of have to do it over here in the same place. So I have to move a couple of things around and stuff. It doesn't take that much though, but... Having a dedicated space for airbrushing does sound really nice. No, I just use a cardboard box in this exact same place. Cardboard box is OP, dude. I get plenty of boxes in every week. I picked the one that the cats haven't been sitting in too much. There's a weapon name in the campaign called Sanitation Beam in StarCraft? Never heard of Sanitation Beam before. I guess the medic? Oh, it's from Protoss. Huh. It's probably one of the Sentry variants then, yeah. Havoc, Energizer, Sentry, right? It's probably one of those three. Now, which one? I do not know. It is the Energizer? Nice. That ability would be so incredibly overpowered in multiplayer, dude. It gives like straight attack speed to every unit affected by it, if I'm not mistaken. You just charge them up and then they deal a lot of additional damage. Okay. Why is this one way darker than the others? We'll have to add a little bit of a highlight across it too at some point, but I'm not sure why that one has turned out way darker. We did get some nice definition. Now I guess we have to do the same as well on the back. This one is probably a little bit more straightforward though, because it's just one, like this one's more recessed. It's actually easier to draw it from that side, so I can paint towards me. What base unit is the hero Kukuza? What? There's a hero in StarCraft lore called Kukuza? Kukuza? Kukulza? Whatever. Never heard of that name before. There's also one called Tic-Tac-Toe? Tic-Tac-Toe? Really? There's one called Tic-Tac-Toe. I have no idea, chat. Let's go to Shidarki. Hello, how do you do? Happy Friday. Sharkman. Shark Darky. It's the hero unit of the Mutalisk. Okay. Yeah, I would have never guessed that. I was thinking about one of the Purifiers. So I'm guessing I was very wrong. Even though I didn't put in an answer, you know, I didn't even submit anything.
Nipples out for Slaanesh.
I have never seen anybody try to circumvent the text-to-speech bot with the word nipples. Insane. Thank you, Nanamar, for the 52 months. Nipples out for Slaanesh, huh? Well, hey, you do you, dude. What's going on, Shidarki? Hope all is well. You caught me early. Yeah, you have. This model is called Dexcessa. Trying to apply some shadows to each of the spines right now without going out of the way too much of the center. Just trying to add some definition to each of the spines. It's not super obvious, but that's kind of what we're going for. Just want them to look more like spines. It's just that there's a lot of them, so especially when we get to the white, we can stain it pretty bad if we're not careful, so I gotta be relatively focused. Painting these in one swoop. I did get a little bit of a smudge over here on this one. Can you see that? Right over here above my thumb. Little unfortunate. You're hoping AMD is gonna capitalize on Nvidia's blundering? I mean, you can't cook up a graphics card in 2 months, dude. This is years and years and years of R&D.
Hi.
What's going on, Epsilon? Thank you very much. Welcome back. Appreciate you. Am I planning on doing any terrain? I don't currently have any terrain, but I'm not against it. If there is some cool stuff. Are you playing D&D, Blue Air? Or just looking into terrain? There's some really cool terrain, actually. I don't know if released like a portal not too long ago. That portal was pretty sick. Okay. Gonna let this dry for a little bit. Getting there. We'll do a little bit more painting on Dexcessa ourselves now that the wash is dry. Just want to mostly relayer the cloth. Leave the recessed areas alone. What's up, Grimdy? Good morning. I don't even think the performance of the 5000 series of graphics cards is a mixed bag. I think it's pretty garbage. I think calling it a mixed bag is too positive, dude. The pricing is off, the performance is off. I don't even know if I like the idea of AI generated frames. Really, Grimdy? Huh. Stuff's literally burning. Yeah, the Nvidia cards this year really aren't exciting me at all. I was originally planning on buying one, but seems like I'm better off saving my money. I mean, Nvidia has kind of learned though that people will buy whatever. Like, the fact that €1,000 gets you a mid-range graphics card in 2025 is pretty nutty in the first place, dude. But then for that one to also not even perform much better than the previous generation, and for it to consume significantly more power? Why? I mean, if you're in the market for a computer right now and you have to get a new computer, sure. Right? Like, if you don't have gaming right now, maybe it's not a bad thing to look at, but... How is 5080 mid-range? That's what I'm saying. But also, I don't know if I like the idea of AI-generated frames in general very much, though. I don't play a ton of competitive games right now, but it is always what I'm thinking of. Like, imagine you're playing a first-person shooter, and you try to make decisions on headshots depending on an AI-generated frame. Like, it just... Yeah, the head is right over here, I think, maybe. It increases input latency? It does, yeah. So you want to turn it off for any competitive game anyway. It's still a pretty neat little bit of technology, don't get me wrong, but... It seems very expensive for... beta testing a feature, you know? Like, it's one of those things that can be really cool in a bunch of years, but I don't think it really is yet. All those companies are doubling down on AI, though. You know, the gaming world, or the computer world in general, is in a pretty wild place. When Apple is now the one giving you best bang for buck. How far are we fallen, dude? If you're not a gamer, it's pretty much a no-brainer. These are thighs, Velvet. You're absolutely right. Well spotted. There you go. Maximum thigh just for you. Everybody else look away. Okay, we're gonna mix in some brighter colors too. I'm gonna add a tiny little bit of molten lava. Just a little bit. Just to highlight some of the areas. You love the wing? Yeah, we have a lot of work still to do on that. But it is gonna be like that when it's done. It's gonna look cool. Thank you. After this little section, I'm gonna be switching games. So I wanna add this only really to the brighter spots. So areas that are facing the light. May have to go one tone brighter, actually. We'll mix in like a slightly brighter color at some point for the edge. Yeah. Yo, Nolan!
For the Switch. Happy end of February, everyone.
You too, dude. Thank you very much for your resubscription, Nolan. It's gonna be March tomorrow, dude. It is. If you're in the Netherlands, you can start thinking about submitting your income taxes again. Hype? Yay! It's the most wonderful time for the Belastingdienst. You have to wait a few days before the website responds. I just sent all my stuff over to the accountant this morning. He can figure it out. It is not something I enjoy doing at all. Plus, as somebody who's self-employed, I'm always terrified of making mistakes. I am Dutch, yes. We're gonna add a little bit of a brighter color still. Just for like the brightest color. A very dark yellow. Dutch is cringe? All right, buddy. You literally live in Ohio, Echo Soldier. You're crocheting in Ohio and you're calling me cringe. Called out, busted, destroyed. He's completely quiet, he doesn't know what to say anymore. Can I make her thighs pop more? Well, add more details. Hobby shaming you? I would never hobby shame you, but you're the one shaming me. So I had to retaliate. We'll mix a slightly brighter color still.